So Movsar Evloev has called out my GOAT, Alexander the Great Volkanovski. And Movsar has been on a tear lately. He just beat Aljamain Sterling in a really, really high-level grappling match. And has called out one of the best UFC fighters to ever fight in the UFC. Will it happen next? Obviously not. The next fight for Alexander Volkanovski is a rematch against Ilia Topuria. Afterwards, maybe he can fight Movsar. I don't know. I think Ilia beats Volk in the rematch and then moves to lightweight. And then the featherweight division is back in the control of my favorite fighter, Alexander Volkanovski. But in order to get his belt back, Alex may have to inevitably fight Movsar Evloev. So, talking about this fight still makes sense because I think it'll still happen whether or not it's next. So yeah, Movsar Evloev, pretty decent all around. He's got good striking. His grappling is phenomenal. It especially looked that way against Aljamain Sterling. Although I think Aljamain had the better grappling that night and did deserve to win, because all Movsar was able to do was really kind of reverse every position near the final fucking bell of every round. That was it. I think control time-wise, Aljamain did much better. But overall, like I said, Movsar's grappling is top level. But when you consider everything about the GOAT, Alexander Volkanovski, it's clean, it's beautiful, it's precise. Some of the best boxing ever. And the grappling is always there and always sharp as hell. So I think Volk gets it done. I think Alexander Volkanovski gets it done. It's going to be a really, really tough fight for Volk. But I think Volk edges out Movsar. I don't think Volk's going to be able to knock out Evloev, but I think he's going to do enough to win by decision. I think it's just going to be based off of significant strikes. On the ground, it'll be a back and forth. I think Movsar gets a couple takedowns. I think Volk gets a couple takedowns. And considering control time, I'm gonna make the argument that Volk is able to edge out Movsar with control time, with ground control time, and then on the feet, I think both fighters will have equal output. I just think Volk is going to have more significant strikes within the general or overall amount of output, which should overall give Volk the win via decision. So yeah, I think Volk takes up the trash with this fight. I think he's just going to be a step ahead of Movsar on the feet. Movsar will look to just really kind of, throw a lot of really sharp, precise punches out there. I just think Volk is well-versed enough and smart enough to expertly place a lot of nice and swift counter punches, along with some well-timed takedowns. But most importantly, you got to look at them punches, because I think the counter punching of Volk is going to be the difference maker here as Movsar tries to step forward with some really sharp punches of his own. And with every sharp, nice counter punch Volk throws and lands, it just gives him a better or a larger amount of significant strikes compared to Movsar, which should overall give him the win. I think the grappling will be pretty much neck and neck. Like I said, equal amount of takedowns for each fighter. Volk may edge out the ground control time, but the difference maker should overall be what happens on the feet, where Volk is able to garner a larger amount of significant strikes in comparison to Movsar Evloev. And I think this fight will happen after Ilia makes his move to lightweight, and Volk will be able to beat Movsar, get his featherweight belt back, and continue to dominate the featherweight division, while also still eyeing a move to lightweight, to where he may even challenge Ilia for a third time if Ilia is able to become the champion at lightweight. But yeah, this is what I really, really hope happens. It'll be an edge of your seat fight because Movsar is a really skilled and worthy opponent, especially in the eyes of Volkanovski. I just think Volkanovski gets it done. He handles his business in this fight. He outclasses Movsar Evloev on the feet, gets the W via unanimous decision, wins his belt back, his undisputed featherweight belt, furthers his legacy, my GOAT's legacy, and tries his hand at lightweight once again, and wins it in the third fight against Ilia Topuria after getting his manhood back, after getting his pride back, after getting his mojo back, after beating Movsar Evloev and retaining his featherweight title. He goes back to challenge Ilia at lightweight. He beats the lightweight Ilia and gets the lightweight belt, becomes champ, and the GOAT of the fucking UFC, Alexander Volkanovski. You've heard it here now. But overall, you let me know what you think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. But most importantly, subscribe. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next.